The following tutorial is going to show you various ways to add feedback to your Google Class assignments. We're going to look at two main ways. One is giving feedback directly on the Google Doc, while the other one is giving private comments through the classroom, which is also going to appear in the assignment. The first thing I need to do is go create an assignment. I'm going to click Classwork, go to Create, and choose an assignment. Now, there's lots of things we can assign, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a reading journal called Snowing in April. Now, what I like to do first is I create a template, which means I'm creating what the kids are going to be working on. So I'm just going to do a reading journal. I'm going to make a Google Doc. So this allows me to design my template, but since it's just a writing assignment, all I'm going to do is just put in the title, and then they'll just write the response there. Now, I'm going to go back to my classroom. The first thing I need to do is make sure I just don't have view file. I want to change this to make a copy for each student. That's the way it's going to be editable. I can fill in all these things, decide who I'm going to, but the biggest thing, of course, I'm going to assign a topic because I want to organize everything for myself and my students. So I'm going to put this under reading group 1 and just double check everything's good. Obviously, I put instructions. I'm going to click assign. So as soon as I hand that out, here's something really neat we can do. I'm going to go into that assignment under classwork, and I'm going to click down here, view assignment. So before the students even know it, they have the assignment in their classroom, but I also have access. I have editable access because of that template I built. The other nice thing is if I click on the left-hand side to an individual student, I can go in and I can add a private comment directly only to that student. And when I send that, the student will get that only to them. It won't be everywhere. It just lives on this feed for the assignment. The other nice thing, when I go back, let's go back to all my students here. When I click on them, so I have a keener in the class, and apparently they did do some work, as I know. I click on there, it goes directly into their assignment, and there you can see the student quickly did some work. I have the ability to add another private comment here. So here you can see that other one I wrote is available on their page, but I can also add from here. So before I show you more about the comments, don't forget that we can still do all the basic things on Google Docs and slides like commenting. So I'm going to hide this panel first by hitting this arrow. So now it just looks like a normal Google Doc. I'm going to go click on the part I want to comment about and hit this little button here called comments. So I can go in and write my student a comment, and when I hit comment, it goes in. Now this is going to live on the Google Doc, so anytime they're working on it, they will see this. The other thing don't forget is we have Google Read and Write, and if you didn't know, it has the most amazing tool called Voice Note. That's this section little here. I'm going to highlight what I want to talk about, hit Voice Note, and now I can record my voice. I know my dog too had to step off the porch and wasn't happy at all. Then I can insert that comment, and it's going to go live on the Google Doc as well. This is extremely handy for our students that need that extra support with reading, but especially they might just want to hear your voice. And here you can see there's a voice comment now, and they go in and they hit play. I know my dog too had to step off the porch, and so now your voice now lives on that document as well. So those are the standard ways to do that on a Google Doc. And then just remember, these can be resolved. So if I hit resolve, it looks like they go away. Don't worry, the comments will always live up here. You just can't see them because I have a lot going on my screen. But there's your little comment bank, and there's everything we've ever recorded on that document. Besides typing in private comments, you also have what's called a comment bank. So if you click on the comment bank, you can create and add generic comments to your entire bank here. Now, I tend to keep these just about context, punctuation, grammar, things like that. So to use these for private comments, you can go in, click the three little dots, and just copy it to your clipboard. Then when I go back to my grading tool on the side, I just click in that box. I can do a right-click copy or Control-V, and then I can post it. Now, whenever you do private comments, they show up on the side panel, but they're not on the actual Google Doc. So to show you, I'm going to go back to my teacher view over here, and you can see there's two private comments on the student's document. All right, so that's where they're going to show up for the student as well, not necessarily on the Google Doc. And just so you are aware, if you made a mistake or something with the comment, you can click on the three little dots from this page and just hit delete. and it's going to take that comment right off of there. Those comment banks are also going to work right on your Google Doc. So you can do the same technique of going in and copying it to the clipboard, but there's a little shortcut as well that you can play with. So if you highlight that section, did that comment, rather than just pasting, a shortcut is if you go to the number sign, it'll actually bring up all your comments listed, and then you can just choose the one you want. So you have a couple of different options that you can do this.